so I don't think there is a big reason to control the guns. My first argument is about the Second Amendment. Taking away guns is kind of like taking away part of our freedom. And without guns, we really would not be a fair country, because then some people would get to have the guns, but others wouldn't. And my second argument is guns don't kill people, people kill people. Guns on their own don't do anything without someone controlling them.
Resolved. Chicago is known for good steaks, expensive stores, and beautiful agriculture. Agriculture. Unfortunately, the Windy City also enjoys a reputation for corrupt policies, violent crime, and some of the strictest gun control laws anywhere in the country. And that's quoted from Bob Barr. I don't think he's related to you. My first argument is that the ICS has holes, and I say this because there are guns being legally purchased and committed crimes with, and if you've been institutionalized in Georgia, 5 years after you're released, you are allowed to purchase guns afterwards. And my second argument is guns aren't safe. Because there's multiple accounts of adults with improper training or whatever, and children getting hurt with them. And then I have a personal account with one of my 100 safety instructors had a personal account. His friend just got a new gun, and he left it in his nightstand, and his kid had a friend over and knew where the gun was, and he went in and got it to show his friend, and he accidentally shot his friend in the chest.
If you take guns away from legal gun owners, the only people with guns are the bad people. That's a quote from Bruce Willis. The only people with guns would be the bad people, and that would create lots of crimes, and nobody can defend themselves from the bad people. And the good people are more vulnerable to the bad people because they don't have any guns to protect themselves. Okay, gun control laws will not prevent criminals from breaking the laws, because they're criminals. They won't not be stopped from obtaining guns because they already are getting them illegally somehow, so. And my evidence, there's 62 shootings and 49 shootings obtained legally obtained guns. People are getting the guns from legal people that got them to get them legally. Guns laws infringe upon the right to self-defense and deny the sense of safety to the civilians that are good people. Guns used 2.5 million times in self-defense each year, and it has the right to bear arms.
Resolved, gun laws should be tightened. In 2010, guns took the lives of 31,076 Americans in homicides, suicides, and unintentional shootings. This is the equivalent of more than 85 deaths each day and more than 3 deaths each hour. It's a quote from smartgunlaws.org. The FBI has confirmed a rise in mass shootings since 2000. Also, the highest gun suicide rate was in 2010 since 1998. Concealed carry permits cause fear and possible damage to be inflicted upon others. Many college shootings have happened because of concealed carry permits. Governor Jerry Brown of California recognized this and banned concealed weapons on his campuses. 849 people have been killed with concealed carry permits in 2007, and those were not in self-defense. Countries with tough gun control have less violent crime. About 40% of gun sales face no legal requirements for a background check outside the states that have made their laws broader than the federal one. To quote from USA Today. In 2013, the U.S. had about 300,000 shootings. The UK, Greece, and Spain had less than 50,000 each. The U.S. has higher rates of homicide from guns than Pakistan. That was from 2013.
Resolve. Gun, there should be less or many to none gun bans. So, do pencils misspell words? No. So, you can't blame guns for the killing of other people. Taking away the guns, or a certain amount, or certain types of guns, would only hurt to get people trying to protect them and their families. Argument 1. Gun bans and regulations do not already work, so more would not help. This is obvious that gun regulations don't work. Last year's San Bernardino shooting had a no gun sign. How did that work? It shows that, and with those signs, it shows that you have no way to protect yourself. Can you really rely on the police? It's the person, not the gun. Mentally ill or radical shooters make up most of the recent shootings. It is illegal to blame inanimate objects on the actions of many people.
Okay, so end of first arguments. Discuss your rebuttals and closings with your team, and then in 1 minute we'll start. Okay, that's time. We are going to start out with con again just because they've got, or let's see. No, let's go 1 pro, 2 con. We'll just alternate it.
Yeah.
Alternate. All right, starting out with con.
That's you, Sam.
My rebuttal is about the safety of guns. Tyler said that a kid shot his friend, but it's the parent's fault for not hiding the gun. And if you own a gun, you should know how to work it responsibly. control all of like the people that murder, we'll still end up with the guns somehow.
My rebuttal is the kid didn't know how to use the gun. The parent had no control over what happened. The parent wasn't there. I don't know why he leave the 8-year-old kid home alone. That's not me, but it was the kid that got into his father's nightstand and grabbed the gun and put a hole in his friend's chest, and that's
You have a closing?
that was it.
Okay.
My opponent said the concealed carry permit, they kill people, but they have to go, to get the concealed carry permit, they have to go through a test and a background check to get that, permit. And, my dad has one, and it took like a 2-week, process to get the permit. And my closing is, gun laws enforced take away criminals, or take away the right to self-defense against criminals, and the criminals will not obey laws anyways if they are enforced. And then take away the guns from the good people.
My opponent said that we would be taking away people's rights to have guns. I wanna state that, no one really needs an automatic weapon with a high-capacity magazine in everyday life. We don't want to take away people's rights to have guns. We want to help keep our nation safe by limiting the types of guns and creating better gun laws to make it harder for certain people to get guns. We would use laws to enact safety lessons for our youth and use different things to make sure people don't get guns. In conclusion, less violent crimes in other countries show that we can fix gun regulations and keep death rates down. And that people are scared because others have permits and they know that they could be hurt at any time. I will leave you with this thought. He stuffed a fistful of deadly rounds in his pocket, thinking how each one could end an individual life and understanding why such things were forbidden. Killing a man should be harder than waving the length of a pipe in their direction. It should take long enough for one's conscience to get in the way. Hugh Howey, full omnibus.
My opponent says that automatic weapons need to be banned, when in reality they have been banned since 1934. And you can't blame bullets in magazines for killing people. Again, it takes the person to kill. And as the Constitution says, it says, bearing arms, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. It says nothing about just, oh, we need to ban this or that. It says we need all. And then close it. There needs to be less gun laws or none at all. When any nation mistrusts its citizens with more guns, it is sending a clear message. It no longer trusts its citizens because such government has evil plans. George Washington. Even then, when George Washington was president, they still had to worry about guns. The government, he said that because the government will always have plans for the people. The only way to protect the people and your friends and family is with guns.